Hey, humanity. Back again, trying to uh, trying to keep up with my consistency with at least posting. It's unfortunate I'm not doing as well as I should with getting the sugar out and exercising and so many other things. But hey, with that being said, humanity. It's almost time for your it is the starting of your weekend. It's the wee hours of the morning, and yeah, you already know the old lady is running behind. I have like maybe about 3 minutes, and I'm using that up slowly. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, I'm trying my hand. I didn't do much. I'm trying my hand at this cottage cheese flatbread. It's gone viral. Everyone's trying it, and it's supposed to be delicious. So I'm preparing that. It's in the oven as we speak. It has maybe about another 10 minutes. I don't know if I have 10 more minutes. I need to be down the street, and then I made my mock tuna fish. That's on the channel. I've made that so many times. But anyway, so what I did with the mock tuna fish humanity, I just took I took a can of chickpeas, washed and mashed. And if you're using the blender, you just wash and put them in your blender's cup and pulse them. You don't want mush. And if you use a fork, just mash just mash the chickpeas. They don't have to be in any no special way. And then I poured that over in a bowl. I put in 1 tablespoon of mustard. I put in 3 tablespoons of mayo. And remember, humanity, the personalization and the customization is key. You may not want as much mayo. I like a lot of mayo in my tuna fish. So you can use 2 tablespoons. And remember, all of the recipes are meat friendly. You could just actually just use tuna fish if you'd like. And then I used 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 1 tablespoon onion powder, a fourth of a teaspoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of Mrs. Dash. A garlic and herb seasoning. And remember, Mrs. Dash has no sodium, so you can just put in a pinch of salt if you like. And I put in. I like a crunch to my tuna fish, so I didn't put in onions. But what I did was I put in maybe about 2 tablespoons of bell peppers, and any bell pepper of your choice is fine. And then I put in maybe 2 tablespoons of mushrooms, raw. I just washed them and chopped them up, and then I stirred all of that up, and that's your mock tuna fish. And then, like I say, all of the recipes are mock friendly. So if you decide that you want to go with if you want to go. If you want to go with just regular tuna fish, you can, because they're meat friendly. Just use you can use the ingredients that I described for my mock tuna fish. And with that being said, for the cottage cheese flatbread, which most people, they use it, they fix it, and then they put meat, various lunch meats or what have you, and lettuce or whatever, and then they use it as a wrap, and then just cut it right down the middle. So I'll know if mine how mine turns out. I did mine slightly different. Humanity, the recipe, the cottage cheese flatbread calls for 1 cup of cottage cheese, which I did, and it calls for 2 eggs, which I did, and I'm sure you can use plant-based 2 egg, the equivalent of 2 eggs, and a pinch of salt. And then I guess if you want to put in various seasonings. So what I did was I did everything. I did the 1 cup of cottage cheese. I did the 2 eggs. I also did 1 tablespoon of walnut flour. I did 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and a fourth of a teaspoon of black pepper. and you're supposed to use parchment paper. That probably gives you a better formation of the flatbread. I didn't have any on hand, so I'm anxious to see how this is going to turn out because I just put it in the pan. I didn't oil it, however, so I'm hoping that'll dry it out and give me a partly better chance at a flatbread. So anyway, with that being said, humanity, the old lady has to go. Yes, indeed. I've already ran out my time. Humanity, I thought about us, you and your 7 or 8 billion brothers and sisters, and we're all coexisting so wonderfully under one of dress called Earth. I know. Oh, lady, you're naive. All of us don't feel that way. That's okay. We'll loan them some until they come around. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, I was listening to something, and the individual just kept using the term sure, 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 sure. And I thought about us, humanity, those of us that really, 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 we have some daunting challenges. I mean, so for some of us, we could probably use the term, it's getting harsher or more difficult as days go by. Hopefully, none of us will be that. Negative, or I don't even know if you want to call that negative. For some of us, that's an absolute truth. But anyway, with that being said, the person that was speaking, and they were talking about how. They were talking about how with sureness that they were almost guaranteed the betterment that they got with whatever that situation was. It turned out just fine and just wonderful. And I thought about us, humanity, those of you, unfortunately, were the harshness and the hardness and maybe just absolute cruelty of this world where you find no humor in it. You're literally probably almost exhausted. I mean, crying is just, it's a familiar with you now, dealing with the things that you've had to deal with, the heaviness in your heart. It's like someone took a thing of bricks and just poured it over in your heart. And there's so many of us, the old lady, your brothers and sisters walking behind you and in front of you and on the side of you. We're dealing with these things. Some of you, where you want to get them out of your life. Some of us, we want the betterment of life. Some of us want, like the old lady, I want this. Unhealthiness with my health and wellness out of my life, and I want to get on with the betterment of health and wellness. So it's dual for the old lady. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, I want to get put a few metaphors in there quickly. I thought about if hurt and sorrow and anguish and just really, really bad things, betrayal, backbiting, snaking, disingenuous. If those things were laden with the road that we need to travel home, we're already taking the long road. Some of our brothers and sisters across the world, they have the luxury. This is their time. They can take the shortcuts. Some of them, they're so really, really, really having such a good year. They don't have to take any road. They can almost glide, and we're cheering them on because they're our sunshine. They're our go-to for when things get better for us. But with that being said, what if the harshness of those elements that I described, if we could give them a humanness, and metaphorically, they were human and they were taunting us. We're debris of taking too long, uncertainty of if this thing will ever turn around, hurt, pain, and sorrow. And they were laughing. One thing is for sure. And they're at the end of the road, and we're just barely, barely, barely creeping along, and we're just barely just away from the starting point. And they're taunting us. Sure, sure, sure. Just keep coming. You're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make it. Hey, humanity, I wonder if we could take some surety for this weekend. One thing is absolutely sure. Yeah, I'm bringing it on home. One thing is for sure, humanity, with tears in your eyes, with heaviness in your heart, and with some really, really difficult road. I mean, laden with all kind of trials and tribulations. One thing is for sure, humanity, holler back at the hurt, pain, and the sorrow. Yeah, it's taking you a little time. Yeah, you got tears in your eyes and you got some hurt in your heart. But one thing is absolutely certain, humanity, you're still standing. And with that still standing, there comes some surety for you too. For sure, it didn't just get hard for some of you. And even if it did, one thing is for sure, you met it with some awesomeness that allowed you to still stand. Hey, humanity, for the rest of this weekend, if it's good, if it's bad, however it is, put some surety on it. You're still standing. That awesomeness has to take you through the weekend and over and beyond. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.